Awesome. Bouncing. Yes. Welcome back to Live Lifts Friday Night Lights. We love Friday Night Lights. Let's get into it. Attack the bar as we do. Straight into it. Then we do the intro and the recap. Talk about what's coming today. Got the heavy squats, got the heavy techno. First set. Deep. Woo! Woo! Welcome. Breather. Welcome to Live Lifts. My name's Dr. James. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Have you got 4 today? 4 in one day? So welcome. If you've got your subscriptions open, I can actually see who you are as well, which is good because I actually know who my very first subscriber is, which is fantastic, and I still remember. So, welcome back. We are live. This is Live Lifts. This is Friday Night Lights. When we do, or I say we because it's we. When I do a live stream on a Friday, I call it Friday Night Lights because it's anything but light. It's actually really, really heavy. So, woo. Slight switch to the order of the intro. What are we going to do today? We'll talk about that first, and then we'll talk about the recovery and how we're feeling after the last session, which is what we usually do. So, today we are doing heavy squats. That's 157 kilos, 0.5, 57.5. 0.5 is important. I don't know what that is in American, so you guys can work that out. So we're doing heavy squats. We are going to do heavy bench. Off screen, I'm going to do heavy loaded abs because it's upstairs, and I'll show you that when we do the gym tour, when I do the review of this gym. And so we're going to do heavy squats, heavy bench, which I've got set up there. And today we are going to do another product review. We are going to be reviewing this Nike product, the base layer, the full base layer. That's the top and the bottoms. You may have seen it in previous streams. I have worn it a few times. As you know, I like to wear the products and put them through a rigorous training session before I actually review them. In my personal experience of things that I've bought, I've watched reviews online and I've gone, oh yeah, it looks good that, but actually the reality is different when it arrives and you start to use it. So I wanted to really put it through its paces, so stay tuned for that. As you know how we structure things, we do the exercises first, and then we go into the product review at the end, and I will break off and I will be doing some heavy abs today, because it's a nice day to do them, because in the last previous live stream, we did heavy chin-ups, and those really heavy chin-ups were brutal for the lats as well as the seal row. If you haven't caught that stream, please do go and catch it. You can watch the live replay. Content's available. But it's also brutal for the lats, and it's brutal for the abs as well, because that chain is pulling right through our abdominal wall. So it is really nice. It's really good to prevent hernias. Really good. If you do suffer from a hernia, you'll know what that's like. So it keeps that abdominal wall nice and strong. Right, let's do a second set. Woo! We got the heavy squats, we got the heavy bench, and we got the heavy techno. And if you haven't seen that stream, there is a stream called Heavy Squats, Heavy Bench, Heavy Techno. It's absolutely banging. Yeah, I do recommend it. I do recommend it. I do recommend it. So it's a similar format, but we're also doing a product review today. And we did that stream a couple of months ago now. So right, let me get into the zone. Second set. Whew. Ooh. Three. Nice and tight. Yeah. Woo. So. Fantastic. So. Let me just I'll talk to you more about what I'm doing now in a moment. Just going to decompress my lower back. Now I'll talk to you about this principle on today's live stream, because there's always, if you are new here, it's not just a guy lifting weights. Well, it is a guy just lifting weights, having fun, doing what he enjoys. But actually there's an educational element to it. Hope you can see me down here. There's an educational element to it as well, because we talk about the principles of training, the biomechanics, injury prevention, anatomy, physiology, a bit of biochemistry, and we just apply basic, simple principles. So if you caught the last live stream, which was called Sore Legs, Do the Seal Row, I spoke to you in that about how it is for a person who is training naturally to recover. And if you've done a really grueling heavy leg session and your legs are still sore, and in your next session you're still really, really sore and you're tempted to go and do a heavy deadlift, you can do that, no problem. But my principle is I do not train on sore muscles. They are sore for a reason, and you can do it, no problem, but it's not sustainable. You will find that your technique will start to falter, little injuries will start to creep in, your recovery will not be as optimal as you would like. So, I'll talk to you while I was lying down on the floor in a moment. Particularly at this heavy weight, quite important. So, I spoke to you about what we're going to do today. I think that's the correct order of things, because it's better to catch it at the start of the stream. So, how do I feel after the last session? Absolutely glorious. Mihao, hiya mate. You alright? So, how do I feel after the last session? What do? We did heavy chins, which was really good because we did heavy chins with weights between the knees this time on the belt, not the big chain. If you've seen those streams with the big chain on, gives you a different force, different dynamic pulling through the body. Wow. So we did heavy chins, but then we did heavy biceps in the previous stream, so heavy biceps, and then next stream we did really heavy chins, hitting the biceps again. So it felt really good actually. That was beautiful. 30 kilos on the belt. It's a new season's best. I'm really happy with that. Abs feel really thick, really full today. Nice and recovered to do these heavy squats. And then next we did seal row, didn't we? And seal row is the most old school, classic, glorious exercise for the back that is forgotten, largely neglected. It's still around in some gyms, but not enough people do it, unfortunately. It is, you know, it's useful to have the correct technique, as always. We emphasize good technique on this channel. We emphasize fantastic, perfect technique over heavy weight on this channel as well, because technique is everything. And that includes movement, biomechanics, breathing, and listening to your body about your recovery as well. Because if you ain't recovered, you ain't going to be able to carry out the technique properly. So that Seal Row was really good. It's a nice stream. I won't dwell on that point too much, but all the information is in that stream about the exercise and the benefits of doing it. It really hit the center portion, thoracic portion of my lat, and those fibers running obliquely in the lat, right through the thorax, right down to the lumbar spine. And we touched briefly on why it's safer to do that if you've got sore legs, or you have lower back pain, or you really want to hit your back and you don't want to tickle up your legs anymore, or your glutes or anything like that. And then we finished off with a really nice shoulder press, and my shoulders feel fantastic, recovered, and that was like 60 kilos plus that really heavy Celtic strength bar. So that was a really nice workout for the shoulders. We did a bit of forearm work as well. Forearms feel fine. So yeah, nice and recovered really. So ready to hit a really, really heavy, hard session today. And that's the key to it here. You can be consistent and consistently lift really, really heavy with an intelligent structure and a really good choice of exercises, really. It's not rocket science, we just do it live, we just don't edit things. So it's all there to see. All authentic. Let's do another set then, shall we? Light sweat, heavy weight. Woo! Third set. Into the zone. Wow, that was tough. Come on. Boo. Oh, making you my business. Come on. Wow, that fourth rep. Whew. Do you see that? Whew. Up-regulating sensory motor cortex, up-regulating that nervous system. Speak a lot about the principles of really making sure we are thoroughly warmed up. Warm up, probably most important part of the session. Definitely most important part of the session. Warm up. Ah. Wow, so, wow, so, mad, wow, let's catch my breath. Right, so why was I lying flat between my sets, which I'm going to do again now. I'm going to lie down. Why am I lying like this? I'm lying flat like this, right? So, I'm on my elbows, my pelvis, in fact my pubic rami is in touch with the floor, which is the front bony pit of the pelvis you can feel at the front. I feel comfortable. There's a slight stretch on my abs. My legs are straight. there's a slight, well, I'm kind of neutral really, so there's not much of a stretch on my hip flexors. I could rotate a little bit, put a bit of stretch on the hip flexor. No harm in doing that, okay? In this position here, now, let me just clarify. I do not have any back pain. I don't have any injury to the back. Touch wood. We've trained sensibly, safely. So, if you do have back pain, or if you do have a disc that's compressing on some nerves, or you've got some sciatica or something like that, this is a common position that the physiotherapist will put you in. And it usually forms the basis of the principle of manipulation or immobilization to the spine. And what they're trying to do essentially is encourage that disc to move away and shrink back between the spinal bones, which is called the vertebra. So it's trying to encourage the discs to kind of move away if it is compressing on, I think. Now, I don't have that problem, but I do think what this does for me, as somebody who's healthy and doesn't have an injury, it's about prevention, it's about injury prevention. So I can do as much as I can to try and keep the forces and pressures that go through my spine as neutral as possible. I get enough recovery, as I mentioned, between my sessions. I'm not overloading my body, I'm not going to failure, I'm staying sub-max. I'm getting my reps out. So I shouldn't have much overload and pressure and strain on my discs. And I don't want that either. I don't want to give myself a discopathy. Discopathy is like a disc problem. I don't want to injure my disc. So between sessions, what's happening in the disc is it's regenerating as well. So when we lie down flat at night and we're sleeping, the disc that sits between the vertebral bones gets its nutrients or gets its hydration through diffusion from the bony end plates. It's called the vertebral end plate, which is a bony part of the spine that's in contact with the disc. So although the disc doesn't have a direct blood supply, it's called avascular. Something in the body without a blood supply is avascular. So essentially, the disc gets its hydration and its nutrients and its water and its fluid to fill out again after being compressed all day. As we're standing up, we're in an upright position, aren't we? So slowly over the day, it gets compressed and those nutrients and that fluid moves out and is absorbed. But we want that to replenish overnight. That's why we lie down. That's why some people find it a little bit taller in the morning. Now, essentially what I'm doing here with the squat is I am loading up my spine constantly and I'm compressing that spine down along its axis. So my spine is healthy. So I'm anticipating that I have enough nutrients and enough fluid and enough space and enough capacity in that disc to take that strain and that load, and I'm happy with that. However, if you do have a poorly disc, or you've got a degenerative disc that's not quite regenerating or getting its replenishment as it should, it can start to degenerate a little bit. So if you do have that kind of problem, what can happen is the physio will put you in that position and it will basically offload, that slight extension in the spine will offload the disc and it will allow the disc to draw forwards a little bit. I am in a neutral position in my spine when I'm squatting. I'm not flexing my lumbar spine, I don't have a curve in my back basically, and I'm not over hyperextended either. I'm kind of neutral, but still I just think for me, lying in that flat position can decompress my facet joints that run along the spine that keep all the vertebrae interlocked, and I'm also just taking any pressure off the disc if there has been any really. So it's more about prevention rather than a cure. So it's just a little bit of anatomy and some physiology of the disc in our spines. Of course, very, very basic. But that's the principle of why we do that. And you will see that in perhaps some very high level Olympic guys. They tend to, some of them are lifting so heavy, they can lie down in that position for several minutes between sets. Again, all they're doing there, if you do see that, they're just decompressing their spine basically. The principle in physiotherapy, what they do is, it's called, I think the Maitland, I think it's an Australian guy. Maitland techniques, he kind of puts you in that lying down flat position and mobilizes and manipulates your spine to help keep the joints free and to remove any adhesions and any pain that you may be experiencing. But the best thing for it really is having a healthy back to begin with. Let's do the fourth set. Into the zone, nice and warmed up now. Got the techno pumping, got the squats popping. Ooh. Ooh. Woo. Yeah. Wow. Tough. Ooh. Woo. So, oh, there's no better feeling. To be fair, there's no better feeling. But then again, there's no better place to be on a Friday night, is there, than in the gym? Fantastic. Yes. So, heavy squats, heavy bench, Nike product review. If you're just joining, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. You have reached the most authentic gym stream on YouTube. I have searched. I looked for gym live streams before I started doing this in September 2023. There was nothing out there. And I just thought, let's do it live. Got nothing to hide. Authentic and natural, just the way it should be, really. Proper YouTube. Good. Hope you're doing all right anyway. Let me know how your training's going anyway. Some of you have reached out to me, I do appreciate that. You've messaged me to say how much you appreciate the streams and that you're enjoying them, and you liked to see me get soaked with water, stagnant, horrible, dirty water from the tire. So if you haven't seen that short, you can watch that short, but I was flipping the tires outside, big monster truck tires, and I started off with some small ones, like little, you know, lorry tires, front wheel tractor tires, before we got to the big monster truck tire. Oh, and the rim inside, the ring inside, the rim where the air goes inside the tire was full of dirty, nasty, green, stagnant water. And as I flipped it and it landed, this water just sloshed back right in my face. So, honestly, can't make it up, can you? But if you're gonna do it live, I mean, of course you're gonna have those magic moments, aren't you? Oh, wow. So feeling good, guys, feeling good, feeling good. Coming into December now, this is middle of week 12, isn't it? End of week 12 now. So going into week 13, month 4. Put on a lot of weight, put on a lot of weight on my body, weight on the bar. So we got one more set of this now. I should probably just disappear off screen for a moment, just do a little bit of chest. Just do a little bit of bench press warm up so we can really get straight into the bench press. Just a little bit of bench press there, guys. It's important just so I can really get straight into it. So there's not too much faff between exercises. But we've had an absolutely fantastic time, haven't we? There's just so many good... I mean, look, every live stream's been... there's been some element of progress and some element of achievement in every live stream, which means whether I was live streaming or not, what the principle there is, in every gym session you have, there should be some kind of achievement or some kind of new goal. And it doesn't have to be heavier. Sometimes it can just be a little achievement, like, you know, you've done a new exercise with fantastic technique and you really get the benefit of it. You get an extra rep out. It can sometimes just be one rep with really, really good technique. But pretty much every stream, we've had more progress, more weight, more reps, tried something new, fantastic. So every stream's a dream. Every stream is a dream. You know, we're very lucky, aren't we? No price on your health, is there? So, whew. We've got one more set, this heavy squat. That last set was hard, that 5th rep, so I've got to get really, really supercharged up. If you do watch that stream, it's called Squats, but Supercharged. I speak about really getting supercharged for the squats and how to do that. So I'm going to do that now as well. Really get revved up. Quick sip of water. So do catch the previous live streams, guys, because there's a lot of really important principles in there as well that you can learn and get started. So I hope you do start, because it'll change your life. If you're feeling unhappy about something or have some kind of problem, it's a good place to start, really. Getting stronger, because it prepares you mentally as well that you can achieve things, overcome difficulty, little bits of strain, little bits of increment. It doesn't have to be a big massive overload. Ooh, nasty deadlift. Oh mate, it's not my place to say though, is it? I do say when I'm streaming sometimes, right? I see people like technique and dangerous deadlifts, really bad technique for deadlift, but it's not my place to say, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, unsolicited, unwanted advice, never appreciated, is it? But I want to help, because you see him as a young guy, and he's bending his back when he's doing the deadlift, and I can't, you know, what can I do? He's got a trainer with him anyway. It's his trainer's responsibility to tell him, it's a bit too heavy, put it down, drop the weight, bro. It's not my place to say, is it? Oof, painful that though. So that's what we're saying. When we were lying flat on the floor, and we're decompressing our spine, opening up, letting that disc slip away, getting a bit of hydration, taking that pressure off it in that extended position. It's a common physiotherapy principle. That's exactly what we're trying to achieve. We're kind of reversing the effects of that flexion, that over compression on the disc from flexion. Things that damage the disc tend to be loaded weight, flexed and rotated. So anyone who kind of tells you, oh, I've got a bad back on my disc, they've usually been doing something that involves lifting, rotating and bending to the side, and that's when you start to get, the disc will just, you know, protrude a little bit to begin with, protrude a little bit more, and sometimes it's just a full-blown pop, and you get this pain down your back and down your legs, so it's not nice. We do see a lot of it. It's a real shame. So yeah, back pain. We'll be doing more on that in the podcast though. We'll be discussing the principles of back pain and treatment, and the causes of back pain and how it works and stuff. So live stream's not the place for that. We can only give the basics here, but the podcast is going to be more for the place where we get in really, you know, I think the sexy term now is deep dives, is it? Whatever, just talking about it in more professional detail, I believe. Deep dive, call it what you want. Diving deep. Anyway, all I care about is getting deep on this squat. I'm always going deep. Deeper, please. Here's Mihal, the hooded warrior. Mihal's here. Mihal's probably going to help us with the bench press as well soon, guys. So, bench press coming up next. Let's get through 5 reps now into the zone. Ooh. Boo! Do! Come on! Come on, one more! Nice! Yeah, baby. Friday Night Lights. It's anything but light. Yes! Yes! You enjoy that, Mihal? Oh, mate, I hope that was as satisfying to watch as it was to do. Push it, baby. Let me be your pusher, pusher, pusher. Whoa. We have unlocked a new weight. We are moving up to 160 next time, because we've just done, that was our second time achieving 157, all reps, all sets. Let's go, moving up to 160. So we are moving up, moving on up, moving on up. Mihal, you ready for some bench? Nice one, mate. You ready for some bench press?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Come on. Nice one, mate. Thanks, mate. No. It's far too heavy for me. Right on. Ladies and gents, I'm just shifting over a little bit because I'll spin the camera around in a second. Just trying to get things over to the bench press. Put this away. Quick commercial break. Pop these through to the other room and then it'll be a moment. Pop these here. We are back. Right, onto the bench. We'll get straight into this. We can get warmed up. Let me spin you round. There we go. Smooth transition. How about that? Smooth transition into bench. Heavy bench coming up. Oh, just as the music starts. Hardcore techno punk. Oh no, unlucky. Do you want a hand there, mate? Go on, drop the cider. Oh, cider's gone everywhere. Don't drink and lift, that's the lesson, isn't it?
Thank you.
Sorry, mate. An angel boy in the yeah, come on, he was a minute boy. It's bullshit. She had chemicals, boy, grown so close to you. Yeah, baby. She smiled at you, boy. Come on, come on. Yeah, mate, feeling good. Mihal, Polish warrior, is here as well. He's helped us a few times now, hasn't he? He's becoming a bit of a regular, isn't he? I don't think he realises. Mihal's making regular appearances on the stream. He's been helping us a bit lately. Mihal shared his program with us as well recently, and it's very much a bodybuilding program, and we spoke about the principles of recovery and overload and stuff in that stream. I think that was 3 streams ago now. Whew. So we've got heavy bench coming up, and then Nike product review. So I'm going to review this base layer that I've got on. You can't see the leggings at the minute, but I'll reveal the leggings and I'll reveal the top. Whew. Actually, it is nice and warm now. So we're nice and warm. I think I'll stay like this. But I'll strip all this off. I'll take this off, and we can actually study the base layer and have a look at the structure of it. And I'll talk to you why I'm going to give it the marks I give it. So, right, we've got another warm-up set coming up. Going. Whew. Two, three. Yeah, nice. Slowly building up. Just going to do 3 more reps on that, I think, and then we're up to 100. Then we're at 125. So we're doing 125 on the bench today. 125 on the bench because we did 125 on the bench, right? And we did all reps, all sets. But the second time I come to do it, I got 4 sets, didn't I? Plus 1, which was really strange because I would have honestly expected to have achieved, because I completed it all the first time, so I would have expected to achieve all reps, all sets the second time, but sometimes it doesn't happen like that. Sometimes the body is still responding and still regulating and getting stronger. So I believe today, we will get all 5 reps, all 5 sets, and that will show the progression in our strength and progression in our training as well. So it will be fantastico. Let me just get another 3 reps out of this. Just to get the shoulder, I can feel the shoulders just still warming up. So thumbs up on the video, guys. That's free of charge. Appreciate it. Going up for star. Star is 100. Star. Yeah. So I think Mihao shared his program with us in the stream. I've just remembered, it was the Have You Joined the Circle of Strength? It was in that stream. So do catch it. More valuetainment. Right, we're going 100. What are we doing? We're going 100. We should go 105, shouldn't we? That's exactly what we should do. We should go 105. So then we are precisely, exactly, unmistakably 20 kilos off our target weight, which will be a nice increment. Tend to go up in 20 kilo increments through the warm-up. We spoke about in the very, very early live stream on how to start strength training, which was one of the very first streams actually, after the pilot stream. And we may have spoken about it again a little bit in the stream called, is it called This Will Help Your Squats, Part 1? Something like that. Yeah. She spoke about how to warm up properly and make sure you're getting optimal weight and so you're not too fatigued and tired by the time you come to work in that top set. And that top set is really where you want to be achieving things, and they're the ones that you count. So let me just do a bit of DJing. It's about my limit of my DJ abilities. I just press the home button and press play. And there we go. Qualified DJ. Stood at the set. Let's grab Mihao. Mihao, can I grab you for a warm-up set, please? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a warm-up, yeah? So a few reps. Reps. Talk to my reps. You ready? You ready? Idziemy.
To help.
Idziemy, tak. Pomacmy, tak. 3, 2, 1. Idziemy. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Smooth, baby. Smooth like butter.
Sliding down.
Nah, mate. Well, slidey like butter. But that was good, mate. Smooth. Woo!
How many do it?
I'm gonna do a mini set, not a mini set, a mini warm up, just a little warm up. I'm gonna do another, maybe like 2 reps.
2 reps, yeah?
Yeah, just 2 reps, and then we'll go in for the working set.
Yeah.
Can you remember when we do the working set? Can you remember the principles?
5, isn't it?
5, yeah. But yeah,
5
and
how many? 5 reps.
yeah.
How many sets it was?
5.
5 as well.
But can you remember the principles of
Yeah.
helping?
Take care of
So
it.
unhook,
Yeah.
no contact with the bar,
Yeah.
bez kontakcie, bez kontaktować, absolutnie bez kontakt.
Yeah.
Rozumiesz?
Yeah.
Tak?
Also, yeah.
So no contact at all.
Yeah.
Let
When you say like yeah, just take it.
tak. When I say yep. When I go into yep mode,
Yeah. So.
but let me fight.
Yeah. So.
Jak się powiedzieć? Muszę bitwić, muszę
Walczyć.
walczyć, muszę walczyć. Walczymy. We struggle, we fight, walczymy. Such a strong Slavic word. Walczymy. Walczyć. Anyway, we've all learned some Polish, haven't we? I learned a new word. Walczyć. To struggle, to fight. Walczymy. Oh, fantastico. Right. Come on! Walczymy. Okie doke. 2 razy. 2 razy. 2. Okay, yep. 3, 2, 1. 3,
2.
2. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Feeling good. Right. So now, what I just did there
Yeah.
is warmed up optimally, but I'm not too tired now for my working set. But my body knows what's coming. Sometimes it's about just preparing for that stress. Przygotowanie stresować. Like preparing for the
Prep for the war.
yeah, for the walczymy. Prepare for the
As well, yeah?
2.5, yeah. So that's 125, isn't it? 125 sound. And we've got our flips, safety first. That's golden. Fantastycznie. Sorry? No. 5 now. Yeah. This is the working set now. This is the focus. This is the target. This is the business end of the session. So yeah, we're flying. Right, principles. Don't be afraid of the bar. Build up slowly. Forget about 1 rep maxes on bench. Forget about it. Forget about flies. Forget about cables. At this point, build up on the basics. Do the flat bench. Do the flat barbell bench. Forget about dumbbells. If you're just starting, I'm talking about if you're just starting, hit the flat bench and just work through that. Get your shoulders going, get your triceps going. And do you know what? I can still remember actually, when I was 16 and I very first started, I was in a gym called Workouts, and it was run by Dave Rogers. And the slogan of the gym was, be fit, be strong, live long. And I'll tell you what, he wasn't wrong. It was, and I remember the first time we did bench press, right? I'd never done it before. And we started off on 60 kilos. And thinking back now, I was like, bro, man, I wasn't really strong for a 16-year-old. We just, because I didn't know what to do, so like, just jump on and do it. So I was like, all right. And we did like, everything back then, when we just started, because we were just starting, it was like 3 sets. So we did 3 sets of like 7 or 8 reps or something like that, like classic beginner introduction program stuff. And I remember doing these 60 kilos, and I tell you where I felt it, right? And I still remember feeling it. I really felt my rib cage, like not actually my pecs, but it must have been my pecs, but it was pulling on all the rib cage. I just remember my rib cage just like, over the next several weeks and months, I just remember my rib cage just expanding and just feeling so much more full. So I never forget that sensation of like, it must have been like, oh, the serratus muscle, because you're pressing through, you're stretching through and protracting the shoulders. You're retracting the shoulders and stretching down. The rib cage is coming up, your abs are opening up, everything's opening up. And I never forget that. So if you do start, don't be afraid of that if you have a bit of a strange sensation at the start. And that goes for boys and girls as well. It's not just a guys thing. It goes for everybody. You might feel a bit strange as you move through these new ranges and new movements, but appreciate them. I still remember that. God, I was 16. Hiya, mate. Right, you ready? Come on, Michał. Walczyć. Walczymy. We fight, we struggle. Walcz. First, before we do any vouching though, mate, I need a bit of chalk. We've got to get the old war paint on, haven't we? Bit of war paint for the Walczyć. War paint. Load it up, come on. Right, we ready?
Yeah.
Nice and focused, yeah?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Yep. Two. 3. 4. 5. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Nice. Ooh. Awesome. Thank you for your help.
No problem.
Yes. Good. So,
What are you doing?
4 more sets. 4 more. Will you be here or you gotta go?
I got another exercise, but I
Yeah.
back.
All right, sound. I'm sure these boys that are going back and forth, I'm able to grab one of those. We'll see. It might mean teaching them how to spot though, but that's good. We get a bit of extra teaching in, don't we? He's learned a new skill.
I got only the half raise.
Calf raises. Seated, standing and hanging leg raises. Whew, he's got you going, hasn't he? He's got you going. So, put these back in there. Yeah, right. We'll do this Nike product review as well. So, shoes. Second set coming up on the bench, 125. Whew. Let's do another set. Second set coming up. Whew. Are we ready?
Ready.
Awesome. Walcz, jig. 3, 2, 1. Big lift. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Super fantastico. Super smooth. Yes. Woo. Thanks, mate. So third set coming up. I got a 3-minute rest.
Yeah, sound.
Nice one, mate. Sound. I've got him saying sound. I've turned Polish Michał into a Scouser. Yes. You know, the recruit for the best city in the world, the greatest city on the planet. Liverpool. So should we review this Nike product? We're dying to review this. Right. I'll have to take this off, won't I? So, I'll definitely need to show it you, so I might have to grab a little seat. So I can show you this. Whew. Which I should be able to. Right. We'll do this between sets because it just makes absolute sense, doesn't it? Right. I still haven't quite memorized the criteria yet, but the criteria is accurate and good, so let me whip this t-shirt off. So we are reviewing, essentially we're reviewing these leggings here, and we're reviewing this mock neck, so they're pretty good. But let's go through it in more detail. I've got about another minute and a half. I've got about another minute and a bit before another set. So I've got to take this off so you can see it to appreciate it, right? So let me see if I can put that there, right? So we are reviewing the Nike Pro mock neck base layer in black. It only comes in black. So essentially, We've got the top here, which is Nike Pro, and we've got the leggings here, which don't say Nike Pro anywhere on them, apart from very faint around the belt. So there's two versions. There's a blacked out version like this that I've got, and there's a white printed belt version where it says Nike Pro around the waistband. So I've worn it for quite a few times now on various streams, and I'm going to talk to you about this product, and I'm going to review this product. I have been looking forward to reviewing it, to be honest, because it's base layer season, it's winter, and I'm certainly in the market for some more base layers as well, and I'm sure you are, so it's the right time of year to do it as well. So let's do another set, and then we'll run through the criteria. So essentially, yeah, you can see this pretty nice. I mean, we've got Mihao. Is it possible to have another spot off you, please, mate? Awesome. Come on, big set. Right, you ready? Ready, ijeme. Okay, 3, 2, 1, big lift. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. No contact. Never. Nigdy.
Sorry, man.
Don't worry, mate. It's all right. It's all right, mate. It's all about learning. Don't worry, mate. It's all an experience. Everybody panics. Don't worry. It's fine. Right. So, what have we got? So both of these, when you look at the product on the Nike website, I just typed in men's base layer, and you come up with lots of different variations. You've got Nike Pro base layer, warm, Nike Pro base layer, and there's a few others, but essentially I got the warm one because I wanted it to be warmer for winter. So that being said, both the titles of both of these products are exactly the same, so you anticipate them to go together as a set, but they're a bit mismatched, I found. Like, what is this down here? That is nowhere on the leggings either. Like, so, and what happens is that you can tell that I love clothes and fashion, but when I tuck this in, essentially when I tuck that into the leggings of the base layer, if I want to stay really warm, it cuts it off. I mean, what's that? So what's the point in having it there? And the second thing is, what is the point of having it there anyway? Because it's a base layer. You're not going to see it. Now, I know there's a tendency in a fashion now for people to start wearing base layers out. Like, I've seen guys wearing leggings or shorts with like nothing covering them, but like nobody wants to see that. So, you know, a bit of modesty goes a long way. Like, so I always put shorts over the top, as you can see. This one is usually underneath something. I can wear this one out and open, I guess, but coming as a unit and as a set, I'm either going to wear it totally as a base layer. I'm not going to like wear the leggings as a base layer and cover them up and then have this one open. So just a few things of its design. Like, when we did the Lacoste product review, which was heavy sets and Lacoste product review, I was particularly impressed with that product, and I can see why they charged £90 for it. It was really good. I got it in the sale. I got it for 50 or 60, which I think is what it's worth, but the quality in the manufacturing is there, so I can see how they can justify that higher price. What I was expecting with the Lacoste one was it was going to be a stitched crocodile. When I got this Nike base layer, I have found that it is a stitched Nike tick. So how long that will last, I don't know. The tick is quite prominent, so that's going to get abrased, that's going to get scratched and scruffed. And I've seen that in the old products of Nike in the 90s and early noughties. When they had the manufacturer stitching and the Nike tick was a bit more pronounced, eventually it does start to get scuffed and it can look quite scruffy and old quite quickly. Similar to this, what they've done is on a stretchy garment, a stretchy material, they've put like screen printing. I'm expecting that to crack when I put this through the test even more as I go into this strength season. I'm expecting that to stretch and all this writing is going to rip and crack and pop. It has already started to do that on the leg down here. and I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but I can certainly see that on the tail of this tick here, it's already started to crack, and that's just me getting bigger legs, bigger calves. It's already started to crack along this tick here, so, and I've not had it that long, so you know what I mean? So they're charging £60 for the trousers and about £50 for the top. So for 100 quid, I mean, I don't think it's got that integrity. It's not got that strength to go, that Valchich, it's not really got that, you know, that strength, I don't think, to last. So we'll continue this. I think we should do another set, and then I'll talk to you a bit more about this Nike product. So we need to grab Mihao for another set. This will be the 4th set. This is the 4th set now, isn't it? Yeah, sound.
Okay,
Sound.
remember, no contact, right?
No contact.
No contact.
Remember, yeah, I've got to remember that, haven't I? I've got to remember no contact. Certainly can't do your job for you as well. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just relax,
Yeah.
stay close,
Well,
but
I told you, like,
it
can't
happens
push it,
happens to everybody, mate. And what happens is, the longer you train with somebody,
yeah, you know.
you know.
him.
You just know, and you can't help it, mate. It's just one of those things that Father Time needs to mature. But don't worry, mate. It's all about learning, mate. We've got to go through it. It's life, isn't it? Right. Are we ready for another absolutely tremendous, fantastic set? 1, 2, 5, 4th set. Let's go. Okay. Then we'll finish our Nike product review in action. Live lifts, Friday night lights. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Big lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! 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 Come on. So one more set, we can do it. Thanks, mate. I've got one more set. But if you're not here, don't worry. If you're not here, don't worry. Yeah, 3 minutes. Sound. 3-minute rest. Success. Right, so I've shown you all that, right? I've shown you all the bits and bobs. So let's go through some scoring points, right? I've got the pad because I need to remember the points. Oh. So I'm a particular fan of these mock necks. So I love the Lacoste one, and I like this one. I particularly search for a mock neck. They're really good. I think they look really, really stylish, really classy. When you go back to wearing ring neck base layer, it's just not the same. So I'm a bit of a convert now. I will always try to look for like a mock neck base layer now. I think they look fantastic. So they go with everything. They look really smart. Right, so let's go through some product review scores. Aesthetic and quality, scored out of 2. It's very aesthetic. It's very fitted. The other problem I had was the top. Let's say you buy a large, which this top is a large, fits like true to size. The trousers, however, the supposed, I spoke to this about a moment ago, the supposed matching trousers, they are super tight. So if you order a large and a large, your trousers are like completely like compressive, but the top just fits normally. And the issue with that is, if you're going to have a compressed base layer, I mean, both of them have got to be compressive. Come on. So I actually sized up. I got an extra large in the trouser base layer leggings, and they fit perfectly like a large would. But I couldn't work that out. I mean, I think Nike have got their sizing wrong. But I do notice with a lot of Nike products that there is some strange manufacturing issues. Like, just the integrity of that manufacturing just isn't there. So whether they got their sizing wrong, I'm not sure. But I've got like an extra large base layer trouser on, and I've got a large top on. So it is aesthetic. The trousers are very uncomfortable if you don't go a size up, really uncomfortable. So they're constantly just gripping you and sliding around. So So very aesthetic, but the quality, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 2 for that category, okay? Versatility and style, I think it is quite stylish. It is quite versatile. Can I wear it under things? Yeah. Can I wear it to play golf in? Yes. Can I wear it to lift weights in? Yes. Can I wear it under a hoodie and have that nice mock neck sticking out? Yes. I think it looks really smart, really snazzy. So style, yeah, it's black. Can't go wrong with that. 2 out of 2. So there's 1 point, 2 point for this verse, 1 point for aesthetic quality, 2 points for versatility and style. Price and discounts. Nike do often have discounts on. I think they did a massive 25% thing for that Black Friday week. 25% off site-wide. There's usually like student discounts, 10% here and there. So yeah, fair enough for discounts. That gets a point for that. But the price, I don't think I'd pay for 100 quid for both of these, given the quality, as I've mentioned, and how long it's going to last with the potential fray point here, the crack point here, with it not matching, and then this Nike tick on my leg has already started to crack already. So I think it scores 1 out of 2 for that, because you do get a bit of a discount, but I don't think the price is right. It is slightly warm. There's not like fur underneath here. There's not like a thermal lining on it, which I would have expected. Do I like it? Scored out of 3. I do like it. I think it is a nice product. It's not going to get 3 out of 3 though. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 3 for that. So, and does it have the X factor? No, I don't think it does, for the reasons I've just mentioned, which is come down to quality and manufacturing, which I find with a lot of the Nike products. They are fantastic and stylish and trendy, but I don't think the manufacturing on Nike products stands the test of time for the most part. There probably are some really good quality products out there, like in their ACG line. I think the ACG line is absolutely fantastic. All conditions gear, check it out. I do think they've got some fantastic products. I own several ACG items. I think they're brilliant, very versatile, all conditions, waterproof and so on and so on, so on, hard wearing. But the standard Nike line, I just don't think it has that manufacturing quality. So there we go. So what's it score? It scores 1 for aesthetic and quality, 2 for versatility and style, 1 for price and discount. Do I like it? It gets a 2. So that's 6. 6 out of 10, but it doesn't have the X factor, so it doesn't get a 7. But 6 out of 10, that's what I give that, which I think is fantastic. And let's do this last set of heavy bench. And then we are going to be just in time. We'll grab me how. So there we go, Nike product review. But yeah, get yourself a nice base layer if you can. I do recommend it for the winter. I think it's absolutely fantastico to get them. Right, let's do it. Last set coming up. And we are right on time. Yeah. Me how? Hiya mate, last set. Yeah mate. Last set mate. Valčeme. Idziemy, walczymy. Let's go and battle. So last set. Let me struggle though. I don't know how it's going to be, but let me, just let me.
Yes, sir.
Let me, and we'll go. And we'll be sound. Okie doke. Last set now. Big focus.
Big focus.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Yep. 1. 2. 3. 4. Come on, come on, come on.
One more. Push it. Push it.
Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Amazing! Yes, brother! Woo! That's why you need to let somebody fight. Yes!
Yeah, you got it.
Woo! That's where the progress is. That's why you can't jump in too soon as a spotter. Yes! Progress. Ooh, new achievement unlocked. Right, it's tidy up. Wow. Oh. We've still got 5 minutes, haven't we, I think? And then, good. I'll put these down here because they're... We've got an event going on, which which I'll show you in a moment. Oh. Wow. Put those in there. Awesome. Ooh, what a session. Ooh. So, thanks for joining the stream, guys. Absolutely fantastical. Ooh. Get this boxed off. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. So as you can see, here they've got a big boxing event going on tomorrow, which is fantastic. So you can see the ring is set up, but we'll go through that when I review the gym. We'll talk more about the type of things they do here. Because of course, it's not just lifting weights. So thank you for joining another live stream. We did heavy bench, we did heavy squats, heavy bench, and we reviewed this Nike Baselayer, which scored a 6 out of 10. Which is about right. So, thanks to Mihao for helping again. Always good to be surrounded by reliable people who can help. So, all good. So, thumbs up on the video. Thanks for sharing, thanks for liking. Thank you for the momentum and the support on the old streams as well, which I'm glad you're getting a lot of benefit and education from. Oh, that's fantastic. And we'll be back. What are we now? So Sunday. Yeah, we'll be back for Submax Sundays from a new location. So, thank you for joining. Join us again for more strength, more education, and more live lifts. See you later.
Take care.
See you soon, mate.
See ya.
Good night, mate. Thanks for your help.
Well done.
Beautiful. Look at that.